Hello everyone, we are up to lesson 60 this time, and this time we have a very short lesson. I think this might be one of the shortest lessons we've ever had, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just about the difference between когда and пока. Now, пока is used in Russian as a casual way of saying bye, see you later, but it has a more general meaning, which we see actually in the sentence here. So, когда он вошел в комнату, все замолчали. Пока он входил, все молчали. So what this means is, когда means when, and so когда он вошел в комнату, when he came into the room, все замолчали. Все means everybody, so everybody became silent. Пока он входил, все молчали. While he was entering, everyone was silent. So zamolchali means become silent, or became silent, and molchali means they were silent. So when he came into the room, everybody became silent. As he was entering, everybody was silent. So когда maps pretty exactly to the English word when, and пока matches pretty exactly to the English word while he was entering. That's it. That's really the whole lesson right there. But we'll see this obviously applied in a few cases here. So let's first listen to this dialogue between mama and сын, between the mama and her son.
Пока ты спал, мы уже все приготовили.
А когда я уснул?
Когда ты смотрел телевизор.
А мне никто не звонил, пока я спал?
Да нет, только сосед заходил. Хотел, чтобы ты посмотрел его компьютер.
А что с ним?
Он говорит, что когда включает компьютер, антивирус не загружается.
Ладно, пойду к соседу. А когда вы будете ужинать, позовите меня.
Хорошо.
Okay, pretty short dialogue. So the mother said, пока ты спал, so while you were sleeping, мы уже все приготовили. So while you were sleeping, we already prepared everything.
Пока ты спал, мы уже все приготовили.
А когда я уснул?
А когда я уснул. And when did I fall asleep?
Когда ты смотрел телевизор.
Когда ты... Okay. Когда ты смотрел телевизор is what she said, which means when you were watching television. Personally, I feel like пока might have made more sense here because that would mean while you were watching television. As you were watching television, you fell asleep. But she says when you were watching television, which also works, but okay.
А мне никто не звонил, пока я спал?
Now here he says пока. So he says, and nobody called me while I was sleeping?
Да нет, только сосед заходил.
Да нет, yes, no, which means like, yeah, no. Only the neighbor came by.
Хотел, чтобы ты посмотрел его компьютер.
Wanted you to look at his computer.
А что с ним?
And what's with him?
Он говорит, что когда включает компьютер, антивирус не загружается.
Okay, so he says that when he turns on the computer, the antivirus does not load.
Ладно, пойду к соседу.
Okay, I will go to the neighbor.
А когда вы будете ужинать, позовите меня.
Okay. And when you will eat dinner, then call me.
Хорошо.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so there's a screen here or a page here where they explain the differences or give more examples of the differences, but you can see in every example, когда just translates as when, and пока just translates as while. So yeah, когда is full simultaneity. The actions happen at the same time. So yeah, when this happened, then that happened. And then пока is like, yeah, while that was happening. There's also partial simultaneity. Yeah, and then когда is like, yeah, result. So when this happened, then that happened. I mean, it's pretty clear. Like I said, if they match pretty exactly to the English words when and while. So if you're a native English speaker, you can pretty much just substitute these, and you get a pretty good idea of what they mean. Let's go ahead and fill in these. Oh, it's not a drag and drop thing. You have to actually type them in. Okay. And actually, I think this is another one of those cases where the size of the text box pretty much gives away. Is it really like that? Actually, it's really like that. These are all. You can see this text box is a little bit smaller than the others. And this one, I think, is, yeah, it's the same size as the others. So actually, it's a little bit silly how they did this, but all of these are actually когда, except for the very last one, which is пока. There we go. That was easy. Okay, but that's cheating. So let's translate these and at least try to understand what they're saying. So, когда я встретил друга, он был очень грустный. When I met friend, he was very sad. Makes sense, right? Not while I was meeting my friend, but when I met my friend or as I met my friend. Мы вернулись домой, когда была ночь. We went back home when it became night, or when it was night. When we drove on the excursion or on the trip, we saw аварию, an accident. So when we were driving on the trip, we saw an accident. Когда она слушала концерт Чайковского, она думала о детстве. When she heard the concert from Tchaikovsky, the famous composer, who's usually called Tchaikovsky in English, она думала о детстве. She thought about childhood. Когда пойдешь домой, купи молока и масла. So when you go home, buy milk and butter. Когда бабушка говорила по телефону, внуки готовили обед. So when grandmother spoke on the telephone, grandchildren were cooking dinner. This actually seems like it should be пока. As grandma was speaking on the telephone, the children were cooking dinner. I mean, I guess both work. When she was speaking on the phone, they were cooking dinner, yeah, but it should be really more like while the process is going on, this other process is going on. In my opinion, that should be пока. But okay. Когда мы смотрели новости о цунами, Ольга вспомнила, что забыла закрыть кран в ванной. So when we looked at the news about the tsunami, Olga remembered that forgot to close the kran. Kran is like a water faucet. В ванной, in the bathroom. So as we were watching the news about the tsunami, Olga remembered that she forgot to turn off the water faucet in the bathroom. Когда мы пришли домой, муж выпил все пиво. When we arrived home, husband drank all beer, or all the beer. Когда она ехала в поезде, она познакомилась со своим будущим мужем. When she when she took a trip in the train, when she was riding in the train, she met with her future husband. Oh, that's sweet. And finally, пока он думал, что сказать, собрание закончилось. So while he was thinking, or as he was thinking what to say, the meeting ended. Okay, thought a little too slowly there. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they did this. They're all когда except for the last one. Although, in my opinion, like I said, I think this one should be пока as well, but that's just my opinion. Okay, and that's it. Same thing again. This is the last exercise, and the lesson's already over. Like I said, it's a super short lesson. Okay, and again, you can see from the size of the text boxes, когда is a little bit larger, and so the ones that are когда are these, and then пока is the two remaining that are a little smaller. And there we go. That was already the end of the lesson. So let's go ahead and read what these say, and then we're done. Когда мы подходили к дому, стало уже темно. So when we walked up to the house or walked towards the house, стало уже темно. It had already become dark. Когда в городе произошло землетрясение, меня не было в нем. So when in city occurred an earthquake, I was not in it. Basically, I was not in him. Yeah, I wasn't in the city when the earthquake happened. Когда в Австралии лето, в России зима. That is true. So when in Australia, summer, in Russia, winter, because, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Пока он думал, надо ли ему жениться на Марии, она вышла замуж за его брата. So, while he thought, whether he needs to marry Maria, she married his brother. Once again, you were a little too slow there, friend. You need to act faster in those situations. Когда позвонила мама, я был на экзамене. So when mama called, when mama telephoned, I was at the examination. I was taking the exam. Пока мы помним человека, он живет в нашем сердце. While we remember a person, he lives in our heart. So as long as we remember someone, they live on in our heart. And finally, когда начала звучать музыка, люди вышли танцевать. So when started to звучать. Звучать is... what is звучать? I guess it's like to sound. Let's see. Yeah, to sound, exactly. So when the music started to sound, people went out to dance. People went out dancing. Okay, so when the music started to sound, people went out dancing. Okay, that was it. That was lesson 60. I think everything's clear. That was pretty straightforward, pretty simple in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been lesson 60 of... actually, let me go ahead and just, once again, quickly just go through these and show these on screen so that you can take notes if you want. But I mean, I really think that this might be the most straightforward and simple and short lesson that we've ever had. Yeah, that was it. That was lesson 60. All right. Okay, once again, thanks for watching, everyone. I will talk to you folks later. Bye-bye for now.